Hello, and thank you for joining us today. We're excited to have you with us for our session, Unveiling What's New in Total Agility 2025.2. My name is Kirsten Gardner, and I'm the Product Marketing Manager for Total Agility here at Tungsten Automation, formerly known or still known by some of you as Kofax. It's an especially exciting year for us as we're celebrating 40 years of innovation. Today's release builds on that legacy with the next generation of advancements in AI and automation. I'll be your host for today's session. Before we dive in, just a few quick housekeeping items. First, to keep things running smoothly, all lines are muted. This helps keep the background noise to a minimum. However, we do encourage your questions and your feedback. If you have a question or a comment, please type it into the Q&A panel on the right of your screen, and we'll address it during the session. Finally, today's presentation is being recorded. You'll receive a link to the session afterwards, so feel free to revisit and share it with your peers. Joining me today are three of our Total Agility experts who will be walking you through their favorite new capabilities in the latest release of Total Agility. Travis Lyon is our go-to expert in intelligent document processing, also known as IDP. John Stevens specializes in agentic AI and workflow automation, and also holds CISSP and CEH certifications, making him a certified information systems security professional and a certified ethical hacker. Jeff Chandler will show us how knowledge discovery opens up new ways to find and use information across your organization. And we're very excited to have Keith Thompson, the Vice President of Professional Services at Blue Iris IQ, joining us to share his experience with Total Agility. Thank you all for joining us today. Here's a quick look at what we'll be covering. We'll start with a brief overview of Total Agility, just to set the stage for everyone. Whether you're new to Total Agility, a longtime customer, or one of our valued partners. Next, we'll highlight what's new in the latest release. You might have noticed that we jumped from Total Agility version 8.1 to 2025.2, which is the latest version. And starting next year, we'll be releasing updates every quarter. So the new numbering system is designed to reflect the year and the quarter of the release going forward. So keep an eye out for release 2026.1 in Q1 of next year. But for today, we'll focus on what's new and available right now, which includes three big innovation areas. First is Intelligent Document Processing, or IDP, with our brand new Doc AI Studio. And we'll discuss AI-driven workflow automation and how agentic AI can transform your processes. And finally, we'll introduce our knowledge discovery capabilities, which can help you find hidden insights from unstructured content. And as I mentioned earlier, we'll also chat with our longtime partner, Blue Iris IQ, and then wrap it up with next steps. So let's start with the basics. If you're new to Total Agility, you may be wondering, what exactly is it? Well, Total Agility is a unified end-to-end automation platform designed to help you instantly access the critical data your organization needs, turn that data into real-time business insights, and use those insights to make faster, smarter decisions. And the best part, you can automate and streamline the entire process, all from one place. Here's how it works. First, Total Agility ingests information from every conceivable source of content coming into your organization. Whether it's emails, chats, web content, images, or more, Total Agility captures all of it. Then, once the data is ingested, Total Agility automatically categorizes and extracts the key information from those documents. This not only eliminates the need for you to manually locate and enter that information, it enhances data accuracy and boosts straight-through processing rates. Total Agility then takes all that data, enriches it, and transforms it into real-time insights so you can make faster, smarter decisions. And our workflow automation capabilities simplify the creation of intelligent processes and AI agents that can act on those insights, all without needing coding expertise. All of these capabilities are powered by AI, ensuring that you stay ahead of the curve in this rapidly evolving digital landscape. So now that we've given you a brief overview of what Total Agility is, let's take a look at what's new. This release is packed with innovations that make it faster and easier than ever to turn document clutter into clarity. As I mentioned, Total Agility has three main capabilities. First is our leading intelligent document processing capabilities that help you instantly access the critical data your organization needs. Knowledge discovery turns your content into real-time business insights. And the agentic workflow automation capabilities orchestrate and streamline the entire process. We've enhanced each of these capabilities in the 2025.2 release, which we'll go through next. First, let's explore what's new in one of the most exciting areas of total agility, intelligent document processing, also known as IDP. IDP leverages artificial intelligence to classify, extract, and validate data from other documents, enabling faster and more accurate workflows. It's used in everything from customer onboarding to claims processing. In this release, you'll notice a redesigned user interface, making it easier and faster to build and manage your document automation projects. We've also introduced AI Studio, which you might remember as Quick Capture in previous releases. Our document library has grown too. You now have access to over 3,000 predefined document types, so you can get up and running with common forms and documents in minutes. We've also pre-bundled Microsoft Azure Read OCR as yet another built-in OCR option within Total Agility that you can choose from. It's fully included at no additional license cost, giving you advanced recognition accuracy and automatic language detection right out of the box. And finally, Copilot for Extraction now recognizes fields based on checkboxes, making it even easier to automate forms, loan applications, and similar documents. Now, our new import connector and document conversion features let you bring in documents from more sources and automatically convert file formats, so you can kick off automation projects faster and with less manual effort. Here to help us explore these updates is Travis Lyon. Welcome, Travis.
Yeah, it's great to be with you, Kirsten.
Awesome, thank you. Travis is a solutions consultant and Total Agility subject matter expert. He works closely with customers every day to transform their document processing workflows. So Travis, let's start with our first question of the day. What's your favorite new feature in Total Agility 2025.2 and why?
Well, that's a great question. So a lot of the features that I'm excited about all center around Doc AI Studio, which is Total Agility's simple user experience to help streamline configuration of capture workflows for both the professional and even citizen developers.
That sounds great. Would you mind showing us a demo so we can see it in action?
Yeah, that'd be great. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Doc AI Studio, formerly Quick Capture, was designed to better leverage machine learning and AI in order to make it easier to create capture workflows. The redesigned user experience delivers a cleaner, faster, and more intuitive experience for building intelligent document processes. So let's start by clicking the Doc AI tile. The first thing I need to do is create a new process. Once I've done that, next I just need to create my document type. For today's demo, we'll just use a utility bill. One of the new features of Total Agility allows me to leverage our library of predefined document types, which now offers access to over 3,000 pre-trained extraction models for the most common document types used across industries and use cases. And this is a continually expanding library that reduces setup time, improves accuracy, and accelerates time to value. And additional document types are added on a quarterly basis. I'm going to do this manually today, though. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Save. And from there, I just need to upload some training documents to train it on the classification. So I have some utility bill samples here that I'm going to upload. And once those have successfully uploaded, I click Save, and then I simply click Train. Once I've trained Total Agility to classify these documents, I can now test to make sure it is classifying correctly. So I just simply upload some test documents. I'll just grab one. I click Save, and then I click Test. You'll notice that the document is classified successfully, and now I am ready to move on to my extraction fields. And to make this easier, Tungsten's proprietary AI models can automatically give suggested key value pairs to extract. By clicking on any of these yellow tagged keys, Doc AI automatically creates a new field and extracts the paired value for that field. I can edit the field name, and with advanced settings, I can change the data type, I can make it mandatory, or I could place some formatting rules on the field. but I'm able to very quickly create the fields that I need to extract. So I'll just grab a couple of others. In this case, I want to change the field name, and I want to add another keyword to help it identify these key value pairs. And you'll notice that it has now successfully created these fields. Once I have the fields created that I need to extract, I'm now ready to move on to the workflow steps in our capture process, where I can choose which steps I want to include in my process, who I want to participate, and the expected duration of each activity. With the export step, I further choose how to deliver the capture packages, whether by download, storage blob, or even a REST API that allows us to connect to another application. And finally, I can configure settings. With processing, I can choose from multiple OCR providers, including Azure Read, which is now pre-integrated with no additional licensing needed. With import channels, these simplify importing documents from external sources such as scanners and MFDs, but also from other systems through API integration or blob storage, which gives greater flexibility and accelerates time to production. And I'm now ready to publish and begin using this capture workflow. But before I do, I want to add one more document type to showcase the power of our proprietary AI extraction. For time's sake, I've already added a new document type with samples, and I've trained DocAI. Now this document type is an unstructured document, a deed, and we'll see why that's significant. So let's move to field extraction. Copilot for extraction gives us power to do things we traditionally couldn't with other extraction techniques. This is especially true for unstructured documents like these deeds. But it can also do things like recognize fields based on checkboxes, for example, which are critical for forms like applications or similar use cases. So how does it work? Well, with unstructured documents, key value pairs are harder to find consistently, so we'll use Copilot for extraction instead. I just choose Copilot for extraction, enter a field name, and if needed, I can enter in a description which acts as the contextual prompt for Tungsten's Copilot to successfully extract that data. And here we have our extracted field. When I click on that, we see it highlighted here in the deed, where we can see the values that it has extracted. And I can repeat that for as many other fields as I need to. And that's how the latest features of TotalAgility allow even citizen developers to quickly create, train, and deploy their intelligent document processes. Back to you, Kirsten.
Thank you, Travis. That was great. You mentioned that users also have the option to choose from over 3,000 predefined document types. Would you mind telling us a little bit more about them, like what types of models are available?
Of course. So our document library really crosses multiple industries and use cases, pulling in common document types such as IDs, utility bills, government forms, and so on. And we're adding to those continually. And really the great thing about these documents is that they are predefined, which means you don't have to train them or even set up the data fields to extract. That's all been done for you.
Awesome, thank you. So let's shift gears now and move on to another exciting area of TotalAgility, which is agentic workflow automation. We've added several new capabilities to help you automate even more of your business processes with less manual effort and smarter AI-driven intelligence built in. First, the new Quick AI agent makes it easy to create custom, goal-driven AI agents and intelligent processes to automate steps in your workflows. The Case Agent is a pre-built agent that quickly finds and presents relevant information from case data using natural language queries, so caseworkers and reviewers can make better, more confident decisions. Next, multi-agent orchestration enables you to coordinate multiple AI agents to work together, handing off tasks and sharing context to drive more dynamic automation across even the most complex workflows. We've also enhanced the Copilot for development, making it simpler to create and deploy workflows, forms, data models, business rules, decision tables, AI lookup lists, and more, so you can roll out new solutions even faster. And finally, for all of our customers using Tungsten Capture or Transformation who want to move up to TotalAgility, Our new Move Up utility streamlines the migration of legacy validation rules and formatters, making it easier to upgrade to Total Agility so that you can take advantage of all these new features that we are discussing today. These updates make it possible to automate more, collaborate better, and adapt quickly as your business evolves. Now let's welcome John Stevens, who's a solutions consultant and agentic AI specialist at Tungsten Automation, to the stage. Welcome, John.
Thank you.
John is here to help us dive deeper into the latest innovations in workflow automation and to show us how these new AI capabilities can transform your business. So, John, can you kick us off with a definition of how you would describe agentic AI or explain what an AI agent is?
Sure. The term agentic and agentic AI is derived from the concept of agency, which refers to the capacity of an entity to act independently and take actions. Agentic AI agents are activities that perform tasks autonomously or semi-autonomously by interacting with the environment, users, and other agents. You can think of AI agents as being along a spectrum, with progression moving from deterministic, rule-based agents to self-directed, goal-oriented, with increasing autonomy and complexity. There are many types of agents, each performing a different function, from managing agents, semantic agents, data agents, and more. Each agent falls into one of three basic categories. At one end of the spectrum is a retrieval agent. This type of agent is standing by waiting to retrieve information. It's not taking any action until explicitly told you need something. A common use case is a customer support chatbot. The AI agent is idle until you ask for a specific question. The next type of agent is a task agent. A task agent performs more complex operations using a set of business rules and conditions. You're telling the task agent how something should be done based on a given set of conditions. A partial list of task agent operations include web service requests, API calls, and calling other task agents, also known as multi-agent orchestration. More on that in a moment. An example use case could be a job posting. A retrieval agent may match job descriptions and candidates, but a task agent can identify strong candidates from a pool and schedule interviews. This brings us to an autonomous agent. An autonomous agent uses an AI LLM to plan the approach and select the tools or agents needed to achieve the result. You're telling the autonomous agent what you want, not how to do it. We spoke earlier about multi-agent orchestration. Not every use case needs a fully autonomous self-writing agent. Assembling the right combination of agents allows you to move across the agentic AI spectrum, from sequential and deterministic to fully autonomous workflows. You can mix and match AI to adapt to changing business needs. Multi-agent orchestration gives you flexibility and future-proofing. Back to you.
Thank you for that great overview, John. That really helps us visualize how these agents can work together in total agility. Next, would you mind showing us what that would look like in the platform? So maybe a quick demo of how to create an agent using the new Quick AI agent capability?
Sure. Creating a new Quick AI agent workflow can be accomplished from the Quick Apps menu simply by selecting the Quick AI agent card. Select Create New AI Agent. We'll provide a name for the AI agent we're creating, and we're going to call this one a support agent. And for description, we'll go ahead and give it a description here. You'll notice you have the ability to change the image if you like, set your expected duration for SLAs. You'll also notice that all of the variables needed, specifically around an input prompt and output, are created for you. We can now select Workflow to begin to lay out what we want to do. The first step we're going to do is add an activity. And the type of activity we're going to add is a generative AI activity, and the provider will be Tungsten. For input, we will select the input prompt. For source, we will select text. You'll notice the new enhancement. You now have the ability to select an image or text. In this case, we're going to use text. The document, we will select the document. The response will go into our output, and with all of these set, we will click Add. We will now add an endpoint to the workflow, And once we've done that, we can select Publish. You'll notice once Publish is done, you will have access to the Try and Debug buttons at the top of the screen. Users will have the ability to select Edit in Advanced mode if you'd like to add additional features that are not available as part of the Quick Apps functionality. As with other Quick Apps features, all of the necessary forms and variables have been created automatically for you. To select or run the process, you can select it from the Quick Apps menu or select the Try button in the screen that we have up. In this demo, we're going to upload a customer email. Once that's loaded, we're going to select the Copilot icon in the bottom right corner of the screen. And then we're going to just start typing in our natural language query. In this case, we're just going to say, summarize this email and respond in HTML. You'll see that we now have an animation that is triggered when you are generating the response to indicate the system is working. After a few moments, you're presented with a summary of the email. And that's all it takes to create an easy-to-use, quick AI agent.
Thank you, John. That was a great demo. It's great to see how simple that process really is. And I know that while creating your own agents is one option, Total Agility also includes some that are built in to handle specific types of work, like the case agent, or also known as a case assistant. John, would you mind walking us through a quick demo of the case agent as well?
Happy to. This demo involves a customer support case. It is part of an existing workflow that includes a triage step to determine the next step in the process. If we take a look at the triage form and go down to the Copilot icon, you'll see that several case details are being passed along to the knowledge base. You'll notice not every option is selected. We recommend that you only select the items that you need, as to not use unnecessary tokens. You'll also notice that in the response format, you have the option for none, which is plain text, or HTML. When we look at an existing queue, we can see a support case that is already in triage status. When we select that triage case, you'll see all of the case reference information, the customer name, and the issue detail have been pre-populated. By going to the lower right corner and selecting the Copilot icon, we could ask for advice. In this case, we're going to ask for a suggested solution. And so we just say, suggest a detailed solution, and you'll notice it's generating a response. From that, you'll come up with a list of suggestions on what might be done to solve this problem. At the bottom of the response, you'll notice case details in brackets. This indicates that case data was used to determine the answer. Let's ask another question. Let's ask what can be done to prevent this from happening in the future. You'll see it's generating another response. From here, you'll see a Show References button. By clicking the Show References button to expand, you'll see that it relied on an account lockout support document. By clicking that document, it will load in the window above. By clicking again, you can go to the exact location in the document where the information was found. As you can see, Case Assistant provides an easy method to pass case data to Gen AI and knowledge base functions that allow you to use native language processing to extract actionable information. That's all I have for now. Back to you.
Thank you, John. I can see where a case agent would be really useful. Now, I also heard that you're not only an expert in Total Agility, but you also hold CISSP and CEH certifications. Is that correct?
Yes. As a certified information systems security professional and certified ethical hacker, cybersecurity has been a passion for mine for a number of years.
That's awesome. Having that perspective is really valuable since businesses are now more concerned than ever about data security and privacy. So, John, if a company is using Total Agility and wants to better understand how their data is protected, what would you say to them?
In the context of AI and data security, customers want to know how their data is being used and that it's secure. It's important to know that the customer is the data controller. That means the customer retains control over when and how their data is used. At no time is customer data used to train LLMs or external models. In a Tungsten hosted environment, each tenant is isolated. Data is encrypted in motion and at rest. Tungsten Knowledge Discovery uses an advanced RAG, or retrieval augmented generation, to provide context for isolated customer-approved data while providing explainability and traceability. But don't take our word for it. Security professionals as a group tend to be skeptical when it comes to cybersecurity claims, which is why I value third-party audits and certifications. Tungsten is proud to maintain a comprehensive list of industry-standard compliance certifications and attestations, including SOC, ISO 27001, GDPR, PCI DSS, HIPAA, and more. Details regarding Tungsten Automation's security and compliance posture can be found on our Trust site at the URL on the screen or by scanning the QR code.
And John, I actually heard that Tungsten just achieved their FedRAMP High in process too, as well. Is that correct?
That is correct. That's a select group of people selected every year, so we are proud of that.
That's awesome. Thank you. That was a great explanation of everything, and it's great to hear how trust and transparency are at the core of everything we do, from the Total Agility platform to the way we approach AI. So, and that's a perfect lead into our next topic, which is knowledge discovery, where we'll see how all of that secure data can be transformed into real actionable insights. Knowledge discovery is a brand new capability. For those of you using Total Agility today, it's available as a new option. With knowledge discovery, you can mine complex, unstructured content to uncover hidden insights, and then make that information easily accessible and searchable across the enterprise using an AI knowledge base. You can use that information in your workflows or use our pre-built question and answer agent to quickly find the insights you need to make faster, more confident decisions. To tell us more about this new capability, I'd like to welcome Jeff Chandler.
Thanks, Kirsten.
Jeff, can you start by telling us a little bit more about knowledge discovery?
Certainly. Tungsten Total Agility AI knowledge discovery is important because it addresses a major challenge faced by modern enterprises, and that is making sense of vast amounts of unstructured data. And here's why it matters. First of all, it unlocks hidden value in unstructured data. Most business information, contracts, emails, reports, PDFs, is unstructured and hard to search or analyze. Knowledge discovery uses AI to extract meaning and structure from this data, turning it into usable insights. It accelerates decision-making by enabling fast, accurate retrieval of relevant information. It helps employees and systems make better decisions, whether it's approving a loan, reviewing a legal document, or processing a claim. It powers intelligent automation. It integrates with Total Agility workflows to automate tasks that previously required human judgment, such as understanding document context, routing tasks based on content, or answering complex queries. It reduces operational costs. Manual data review is time-consuming and expensive. AI-driven discovery reduces the need for human intervention, saving time and lowering costs, especially in high-volume industries like insurance, finance, and healthcare. It enhances compliance and risk management by making it easier to find and understand critical information such as regulatory clauses or customer data. It helps organizations stay compliant and avoid costly errors or omissions. And finally, it scales with your business. Whether you're a small team or a global enterprise, the modular design lets you scale capabilities as needed without overhauling your infrastructure.
Thank you, Jeff. That was a great overview. So we already talked about IDP earlier, which also focuses on document intelligence. So Jeff, how would you describe the relationship between the two?
Let's take a closer look at that. Here's a clear comparison between AI knowledge discovery and intelligent document processing, or IDP, with respect to purpose, core functionality, scope, and outcome. Businesses today are drowning in documents, some arriving by the minute, others sitting untouched for years. Most tools focus on one or the other. Few handle both. IDP automates incoming high-volume document workflows, whereas AI knowledge discovery mines and analyzes stored content. The key difference, IDP addresses what's in the document, extraction and structured data, while AI knowledge discovery takes it further with what does all this information mean together to connect and reason and answer complex questions.
Thank you, Jeff. That was a great breakdown. Next, can you walk through how knowledge discovery works behind the scenes and how Total Agility enriches information to make it reusable across different use cases?
It's built on 3 parts. First, unstructured knowledge mining. We ingest large volumes of content from your repositories and break documents into meaningful chunks with context, enrich them with metadata, and create semantic representation so that the system understands what they're about, not just keywords. Second, AI knowledge base. That enriched content is stored securely in a centralized searchable knowledge base built for scale. Role-based access and versioning ensures teams see the right content and updates are easy. And then finally, question answering agent. When you ask a question, the agent performs semantic search, retrieves the most relevant chunks, and generates a concise answer grounded in those sources, complete with citations. That's retrieval augmented generation, or RAG. Would you like to see an example of the Q&A agent?
Yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you.
From my work queue, I select a document that is ready for review. When dealing with unstructured documents that span multiple pages, Tungsten AI Knowledge Discovery becomes especially valuable. This tool enables users to interact directly with the content, essentially allowing them to communicate with the data in a conversational manner. For instance, a user can initiate the process by entering a query such as, "What is the conclusion?" What makes this experience particularly powerful is that the results are not just summarized, they are accompanied by clear references. Each response includes links that point directly to the relevant sections within the document where the answer can be found. This ensures transparency and allows users to verify information quickly and efficiently. Once the initial query is made, the user can continue the conversation by asking follow-up questions to obtain more specific details. The interface is designed with flexibility in mind, allowing users to rearrange windows and panels to create an optimal workspace for interacting with the data. As Tungsten AI Knowledge Discovery processes the query, it dynamically generates a response and begins presenting the requested information. Depending on the complexity of the question and the size of the document, this may take a short amount of time. Throughout this process, the embedded references remain accessible, making it easy to jump to the source material, whether it's located in various parts of the same document or across multiple documents added to the knowledge base. This interactive approach means that users are not limited to passive reading. Instead, they can actively explore the content by asking additional questions using the AI-generated responses to deepen their understanding. In this example, Tungsten AI Knowledge Discovery efficiently surfaces the most critical information, saving the user from the time-consuming task of reading through the entire document. Ultimately, this tool empowers users to quickly locate and comprehend the data they need, streamlining the review process and enhancing productivity.
Thank you, Jeff. Having clear, trustworthy answers with references back to the source can really speed up decisions. Now, can these insights also be used in a workflow?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at another example.
Perfect.
Here's an example scenario of intelligent document interaction with AI knowledge discovery. Imagine working with a dense 68-page financial report packed with unstructured data, tables, charts, and narrative text. The challenge is to quickly surface and understand the most relevant insights without manually combing through every page. Using AI knowledge discovery, combined with a curated set of predefined questions, I can instantly extract key information from the document. The system returns answers in a clear, structured format, making them easy to interpret and act upon. Each response includes linked references to the exact location in the document, explanations of how the answer was derived, ensuring transparency and trust. Even when dealing with complex tables or nested data, the AI efficiently identifies and extracts the critical details I need. Beyond the predefined questions, I can engage in interactive chat experience, essentially having a conversation with the document. This allows me to ask follow-up questions or explore new angles dynamically, without needing to reprocess the entire file. This interactive approach enables real-time decision support and data flow automation. Each response can populate variables that feed into downstream processes, such as passing extracted data to other systems or workflows, supporting human-in-the-loop decision-making, such as routing or approvals, triggering agentic AI processes for automated decisioning and task execution. All of this is seamlessly integrated within the TotalAgility platform, providing a unified environment for intelligent document processing, decision automation, and workflow orchestration.
Sounds great. Thank you. What are some of the ways customers are using this new technology?
There are a lot of use cases across industries. For example, customers across legal, insurance, banking, healthcare, and business process outsourcing sectors are leveraging Tungsten TotalAgility AI knowledge discovery to automate document-intensive workflows, accelerate decision-making, and achieve significant gains in efficiency, accuracy, and customer satisfaction. Customers are using Tungsten TotalAgility AI knowledge discovery to automate the extraction and analysis of information from unstructured documents, streamline complex business processes, and enable rapid, data-driven decision-making. This technology is being applied in areas such as legal contract review, insurance claims processing, banking customer onboarding, healthcare credentialing, and BPO case management, all delivering measurable improvements in speed, accuracy, and operational efficiency. Tungsten TotalAgility AI knowledge discovery is transforming how organizations handle unstructured information. By automating document analysis, enabling conversational search, and orchestrating complex workflows, customers are achieving faster, more accurate, and more scalable business processes. The technology's flexible and proven results across multiple industries make it a leading choice for enterprises seeking to unlock value in their data and drive digital transformation. In summary, Tungsten TotalAgility AI knowledge discovery empowers customers to automate knowledge-intensive processes, reduce costs, and make smarter decisions, delivering measurable ROI and competitive advantage in diverse industries.
Thank you, Jeff. That was a great look at how customers are applying knowledge discovery in the real world. And now we've seen how TotalAgility brings together everything, not just processing documents, but connecting information, insights, and action across the entire organization. As I mentioned earlier, if you're using TotalAgility today, knowledge discovery is available as an add-on. Otherwise, if you're new to TotalAgility, or if you're looking to move up to TotalAgility from one of our legacy solutions, we now offer 3 TotalAgility packages to align with your business needs. Standard package includes all the leading intelligent document processing capabilities that Travis discussed. And best of all, that package is completely no code. The advanced package also includes the agentic workflow automation capabilities that John reviewed. In addition to the no-code capabilities, this package also offers some advanced low-code features that enable users to further tweak the automation. If you're using TotalAgility today, all of the new IDP and workflow capabilities covered by Travis and John are available to you. And last but not least, our brand new knowledge discovery capabilities are an optional feature for existing TotalAgility customers, or you can also get them in the enterprise package, which is available in the cloud. And of course, all 3 packages include seamless integration and robust security and compliance, including our newly issued FedRAMP High and Process certification, as we mentioned earlier. And now for my favorite part of today's session, I'd like to welcome our special guest, Keith Thompson, to the stage. Welcome, Keith.
Hey, thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us. Keith, would you mind taking a moment to introduce yourself and telling us a little bit about your company?
Sure thing. So I'm Keith Thompson. I'm the Vice President of a professional services organization here at Blue Iris IQ. Blue Iris IQ is a division of Konica Minolta. So our purpose really is we're an information management services organization. We're really dedicated to delivering valuable and measurable outcomes for our clients. And our goal is to be a world-class leader in delivering intelligent automation solutions and building a raving fan experience for both our customers and our employees.
Awesome, awesome. And Blue Iris IQ has been a partner of Tungsten for, I think, around 30 years. So we're really excited to have you with us. Keith, would you mind telling us a little bit about how your company is using Total Agility today?
Sure thing. I think today we're really focused on the Total Agility platform, delivering, those intelligent automation solutions to specific industries like finance, insurance, government, and healthcare. And for my team specifically, government really breaks down to state and local government. But we start right from the beginning. Really, it starts with the documents, right? Intelligent document processing is very important for us. Extracting and automating that data extraction process, and then putting it into a workflow, right? So the orchestration portion, streamlining and automating those end-to-end business processes to give our clients that efficiency that they're looking for.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. And then are there any specific capabilities that you're particularly excited about in this new release?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited, as a services leader for some of the what I would call automation enhancements. So, I think for us, speed builds trust, right? So if we can get our solutions delivered in, let's say, half the time, right? So instead of a 6-week project, have it be a 3-week project, we're really going to gain the trust of our clients. So for me, things that make our IDP solutions build faster, like the Doc AI Studio, something that I'm really interested in for the team. But then also bringing new features and functionality. So enhancing that automation experience with something like quick AI agents. So again, we're really pushing the automation portion of our solutions, and the more tools we have within the platform, really the better for us. And on a long-term perspective, I've always really been looking for something like knowledge discovery. So I have some experience with specific projects in the past. This one was related to procurement, but really if we had the ability at that time to bring forward the knowledge of the company's documents to the solution, I think we would have just taken that to the next level, right? And that's something that knowledge discovery will allow us to do in the future. And for sure, it's one of the areas that I'm most excited about.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you, Keith. We look forward to partnering with you on that. We appreciate your time today, and thank you again for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
TotalAgility is one of the only platforms recognized by leading analysts across multiple categories, from intelligent document processing to process automation and orchestration to unstructured document processing. The real differentiator is that TotalAgility brings all these capabilities together in one unified platform, so you don't have to piece together multiple systems to scale. We're proud that organizations from virtually every industry trust us to transform their businesses' workflows. We serve over 25,000 global customers across 120 countries, including 8 of the top 10 global banks, 7 of the top 10 global insurers, and 9 of the top 10 global logistics companies. That concludes today's webinar. If you have any questions, please continue to type them into the Q&A panel if you haven't done so already, and we'll continue to answer them in the chat. Otherwise, if you're a current customer or partner, you're also welcome to reach out to your account executive for questions after this call. Thank you again for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your day.